It's TNT NBA tip-off presented by Auto Trader. It's like Christmas Day here with a giant present waiting to be unwrapped. A little later on tonight, Shaq is dying to know what's under that tarp.
I'm going to find out what it is.
You'll find out soon enough.
No, before you deliver to me.
No, we have security measures in place to make sure that's not going to happen.
I'll find out. Don't even worry about it.
Great to have you out there. Matt Weiner in for Ernie tonight. It's the Hall of Famer-elect and the curious one, Shaquille O'Neal. TV's Brent Barry right over there.
That's my Hall of Fame wave.
And making his debut appearance here on TNT, five-time NBA champion Derek Fisher. And check out the clothes here. Check out the suit he's got going. Kind of a smoking jacket, kind of a burgundy smoking jacket, tuxedo look.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sacred strong tonight. You know, this is my closest impression of the greatest of all time.
That's pretty great. That's pretty great. Sacred strong and then some. Derek, by the way, has played more playoff games than any player in postseason history, thanks to plays like this one a dozen years ago against the Spurs.
That was 12 years ago?
12 years ago.
Damn, you old.
Game 5 of the second round series, the Lakers won on their way to the NBA Finals. And sprints off.
Oh, yeah, we ran out.
You went the other way, though. I was gone.
Oh, I did?
Yeah. I got out of there fast.
Yeah, you did.
That's your hometown, though. You wanted to stay a little bit longer. I was gone.
You can't do that tonight.
No.
Stay right here if you would.
I'll be here all night.
We'll be here all night. The main event tonight, the Warriors and Spurs. By win percentage, this is the best regular season matchup in NBA history. The defending champs can clinch the West with a win and become the second team to get 70 victories in a season. The Bulls' wins record also still in their sights. For San Antonio, a win tonight would keep alive their chances of stealing the top seed in the West. They've already established a franchise record for wins with 65. These two will play again on Sunday in San Antonio on NBA TV. But tonight, for the Spurs in particular, what do you anticipate from Greg Popovich in terms of who he plays, which is still to be determined, and how they play it?
Well, with the Spurs, who plays is irrelevant in terms of how they play. So whoever Coach Popovich decides to play doesn't factor into how they're going to play. They're going to play to win, whoever suits up, and they've shown the ability to do that. They're basically going to win almost 70 games, if not 70, with not playing everybody every single night. So if they don't play tonight, I think they'll still be able to play at a high level.
What are you looking for tonight, Shaq?
The Spurs are battle-tested. I'm looking to see how Golden State plays after the loss to Minnesota. I think, in my opinion, Golden State should be focusing on one thing, getting the #1 seed. You know, the Bulls' record's a cool record to have, but I think they should focus on that. Take 2 or 3 games off, maybe play the last game, get ready for the playoffs. I mean, you know, the record is great, but records will always be broken, and championships last forever.
Season series stands at 1-1. Last time around in San Antonio, the Spurs held the Warriors to a season low 79 points. But we saw the Warriors drop their second game in their last 3 Tuesday night right here when they fell to the Timberwolves at home in overtime. They tied a season high with 24 turnovers, and their elite defense has now fallen to 11th in the league since the All-Star break. What's to be cleaned up here between now and the end of the regular season?
Yeah, it almost feels blasphemous that you're saying something negative about the Warriors, Matt, but it's true. Recently, they have struggled. The defense has had slippage, and Steve Kerr, Ron Adams, Steph Curry, Draymond Green, they've all owned up to the fact that the talk about the streak and them really not chasing the streak, but saying it would be nice to get the streak if we were in position to do so, has affected the way that this team has played. And those other teams, especially Boston, coming in with how important that win was for them, for their playoff seeding in the East to try and get home court, they've had to battle through a lot of things. And most of this has to do with mental fatigue. And so I like the fact that they've owned up to what they've done to this point in the year, Matt, but they're also owning up to the struggles that they've had. And they know with 4 games remaining, 2 against San Antonio and 2 against Memphis, they have to start to get themselves in a much better mental state, and they have to get physically Festus Ezeli and Andre Iguodala in condition.
Gotten them back in the lineup, got to get them ready for the postseason. Derek, as a veteran, as a former coach, for you, what should be on the Dubs' to-do list here in the final week?
Well, I think like Shaq said, the first thing is securing home court advantage throughout the playoffs. That's the most important factor, I think, in winning the championship for their team. Being healthy is also right behind that. So once you secure that top seed, the main thing is to get into the postseason with as many of your players available as possible. So that might mean getting Steph Curry some rest. Klay Thompson, if Iguodala's been a little bit banged up, watch out for him. Draymond Green might need some rest before the postseason starts. Those two things give the Warriors the best chance to repeat this year.
Got to go 4 for 4 to get to 73 wins. Should they be concentrating on that at all at this point?
I think for them winning 70 games, being the second team to win 70 games, that should be good enough. Take care of that, secure a home court advantage throughout, take a couple days off, go to Hooters, get some massages, relax, get focused, get refocused for the playoffs. Because, playoffs is, where it's at. You don't want them to win 70 games and then be tired and lose in the second round. Take 2 or 3 days off, relax, chill out with your family, and let's go to work. Me and D. Fishers do that all the time.
That was
I'm excited for Steve Kerr photos, Instagram photos at Hooters.
Yeah. It was a very, very specific prescription.
You know why I like Hooters? You know why I like Hooters, Matt?
I hesitate to even venture a guess.
Yo, the wings.
Exactly. Time for Auto Trader. Perfect match. Vote for who you think will win tonight.
You got a dirty
I didn't
mind.
say a thing.
I'm talking about the wings.
Not surprisingly, it's about 50-50, although a little bit of an edge to the silver and black.
Tell your wife, Matt.
Back with more after this.